Hey guys! So today's video is about having hope, and sometimes this could be kind of like a mushy subject and stuff like that, but I think it needs to be put out there in a video and just talked about. So, the first part is why to have it. It's kind of almost self-explanatory. It's like, to have hope, it keeps you going to try to find cure or try to find something that will like relieve your pain or make you feel better, that type of thing. And for me, what I do to have hope, to keep it, like, I'm the type of person that can't get sad for very long. So, like, I'll have, like, my pity party once in a while, like, around nighttime where I just get sad about the way everything turned out and how I never thought it would be this way and all that. But then when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, alright, let's go, let's keep fighting, let's look up all these different things, research things to help make me better. And I can't feel bad about what's happening for very long. Like, I'll get sad about it just like everybody else, but I don't stay that way like some people do. And it really bothers me how people play the victim sometimes, like, oh, why this happened to me, blah blah, which I do sometimes, but not often at all. And I just wanna keep going and don't let it bring me down as much as I've seen it bring down other people. Because I do realize that there are worse things that can happen to somebody, and you need to think about that. And you don't need to think about that all the time and live your life by, well, it could be something worse, so I shouldn't feel sad about it at all. Because you have a right to feel sad, but you need to not make it seem like it's okay for all the time, because it's not. So I'm looking at a list so I remember what to talk about. It's important to have hope because it will keep you going, and nobody wants to hear about your problems all the time. If you just complain over and over and over again, they're just gonna be like, yeah, I know, okay, yeah, your back hurts, yeah, you think that you look horrible, yeah, I know, you've told me a million times. Because people, it's not that you want them to feel bad for you, but you want them to be supportive for you, so when something actually good happens, like, it's hard to explain. You just, like, if you complain about it all the time, people are gonna stop caring, and they're just gonna be like, yeah, I know. And they're not gonna feel sorry for you anymore, but that's not what I'm really looking for. It's hard to explain. It just, don't always have a pity party for yourself, because people will get tired of it and will stop trying to support you. Doctors. What normal doctors do, chiropractors are a little bit better, but normal doctors, if they have a treatment for you or they have an idea of something to help you feel better or to make you better, maybe your back straighter, they always say, like, don't get your hopes up. And I don't like it when they say that, because especially when I left my orthopedic appointment and he was saying how I'm a good candidate for surgery, but it's probably never going to get straight on its own. I'm going to be like this forever, and I should think about the future and how much worse my back is going to get in the future. And I did not like him telling me that, because I'm a very hopeful person. And when you tell me to think about the future, like, yeah, I know that's kind of a good idea, but I need to have that hope that, yes, it is going to get straight, so I don't have to think about that. Because, like, I admit I got my hopes up a little bit too high when I started the Atlas treatment, just because I was like, this is it, this is what's going to make me straight. And obviously it hasn't done that yet, and I know it will take time, but yeah, and of course I want it to hurry up. But I got my hopes up a little too high, thinking that this will be my cure, you know? But yeah. But I don't like it when doctors, especially the orthopedic doctor and other people, even though some chiropractors do also say, like, don't get your hopes up too high, this may not be what works for you. It's just after trying so long and doing many different things that you thought would work and they didn't, like, you should not get your hopes up, but there's still that part of me that always does that. Then the next thing is, okay, so a lot of girls that I know that have scoliosis, they always talk about clothes, how they fit, how they look on you and all that. And, like, yes, we're girls, so we're gonna be worried about how we look. That's a given. And then with this added on top of the daily pressures of being a teenage girl or older, like, sucks. But I don't like it when girls are like, oh, I can't wear a bathing suit because of how my back looks. I can't wear tight clothes because of how my back looks, or a tight fitting shirt. Like, there are the times where like I want to hide it because I have like this huge like indent in my side that is from my hips being twisted because my back is crooked and all that, and it's a reaction. This side of me is perfectly straight and this side goes in a lot, and like my hips stick out and everything, and like, yeah, I don't like seeing it and I want to cover it up, but if I get into that mentality of I need to cover it and it needs to be hidden, I will drive myself crazy. I cannot go through my life thinking, can you see it, can you see it? Because I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to wear my tight skirts, I want to wear my tight shirts, and I want to go to the pool in a bikini. I'm not going to put a sarong on, I'm not going to cover myself up. Even if I do start complaining about it, I just need to get over it. Like, I can't let it stop me from wearing what I want to wear, because it's what I want to wear. I'm not going to let my back stop me from doing it, no. Like, there's so many girls where it's like, I'm tired of hiding myself, and it's like, well, then don't hide yourself. It's like, yeah, in our minds we think that, you know, everybody's looking at our hip and how it's all messed up, but in real life people don't really notice it that much unless it's extremely bad. So I say just wear what you want to wear, and wear, but like, if you don't feel comfortable in something, don't do it. And if that's only because of your back, like, just don't let it stop you. Like, I don't like it when things like this stop people. And like, not only wearing but doing what you want to do. Like, if you want to go out for a sports team, but like, either you're worried someone will see what your back looks like, or that it's going to give you pain. Like, obviously if it gives you a large amount of pain, I wouldn't recommend doing it. But I was on the volleyball team for 2 years, and I was on the bowling team for 2 years, and next year will be my 3rd year. And bowling, because when I was bowling, that's when my back is at its worst, and I threw my back out many times bowling and had to like sit out in games and stuff like that. But like, it gave me pain, and after each practice I'd have to lay down and like relax and everything, and my back would be so sore, but I wouldn't stop doing it because it was something that I love to do, and I still love to do, and I won't stop bowling because my back hurts. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get the surgery, is because when you get the surgery you can only bend like this much, like especially after like the first year after, and you can only bend like a little bit to the sides. Like, I've seen the girls on YouTube that have just gotten the surgery showing how much they can bend, and I know if I get that surgery I will probably never be able to bowl again, and I don't want that, because I know, like, without having the surgery some people still let things, their backs stop them from doing things, but after you get the surgery, your back will stop you from doing things, and at that point there's nothing you can do about it because you have 2 rods in your back that are stopping you. And that's just a daily reminder on how messed up your back is. And maybe it's straight now, but that's only because it was forced that way. And I don't know, it's just the whole thing about the surgery. Yes, if you have like a 90-degree curve, then you probably should get the surgery because it's not looking good, and it could get to the point where you can't function. But I'm at 43 degrees right now, and they are saying for me and like pressuring me to get the surgery and everything, but I don't want to. And if it comes down to the point where I can't walk around and I can't do normal daily activities that normal people can do, then yes, I would consider it. But I'm not at that point, so that's why I'm not considering it. That's why I'm trying everything else than to get the surgery, because I'm not at the lowest point I could possibly be. I was at a lower point like 5 months ago than I am now, and now I'm so much better because of the Atlas treatment. And I'm gonna look into this other treatment. It's kind of like Theraflex, but it's just a different name. But my friend got it done today, and she's had Theraflex too, and she said it's exactly the same. So I'm gonna look into getting that done, because before it was like in another state, like upstate in another state from where I'm at, so there was like no chance of me getting it. And then this machine that's the same, just under a different name, find out it's 20 minutes away, and I'm like, meant to be, because with the Atlas doctor there was one that was 2 hours away, and we thought that that was the closest one, so we were thinking, oh, maybe we can't do it, and then we find one literally 5 minutes from my house. So I'm thinking this is meant to be, and I want to try it, and it's just another thing that I can do to help and try to get things back in place, and we're still gonna work on getting the brace and everything, because I remember, like, especially, like, you could see how the way I was acting and talking my orthopedic rant, that I was very defeated that day. And now I'm back and I'm ready to keep fighting for it, and I won't quit until I get as close to straight as I possibly can. So I just, for all the girls and guys out there that have scoliosis, like, don't quit. Like, if you quit, then you're gonna feel even worse about yourself, because you didn't do all that you could possibly ever do to make yourself straight if you just quit. So just keep fighting, stay, like, determined, stay motivated, because motivation is the most important thing, because if you're not motivated, nothing is gonna happen. So if you keep trying and this fails, this fails, this fails when you're trying, well, then you're one step closer to finding what works for you. So I don't know what I can edit out of this. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit it. I always think I'm gonna edit out parts and put them together so I get to the main points, but I feel like everything's the main point. So this is probably a really long video, but hopefully if you watched it to the end, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave your comments below, any questions, anything like that. Just leave in the comments below and I'll answer them either in a video, but I normally answer them right away because I want people to have their answers right away. So yeah, thank you for watching this video and stay motivated. Bye!